Welcome in, all my friends, all my new friends, and my returning friends. I just want to say how much I appreciate all your comments that you've been making lately. I do appreciate them and I read them all. I do try to respond. To everything. So we are off and running on my mystery pack that I ordered from Amazon last year, and this is number 11 of 12. And I actually was supposed to do this in November, but I'm going to be starting my Becky project, and so I didn't want to start it and have to stop and go to this painting. So yeah, I just decided, what the heck, let's do this one early for a change. So I did get a lot of the 310s done down here, which wasn't too bad. So I think now I'm going to do the little G's. Oh, today is Friday, October 13th, Friday the 13th, 2023. The time is 7:08 a.m. here in beautiful Sunrise, Salem, Oregon. I'm watching it from my chair here. It is supposed to rain today, but they said not till probably around 5. So, yeah, be a good day today. When I was outside earlier with Ellie, it was about 52 degrees, but wasn't bad. It's not a real cold 52 degrees. No jacket required. Of course, I do have my heavy nightgown on. All nice and cuddly today. Yeah, I got up early this morning. Got in the shower. And I got clean sheets on the bed. And got the other sheets all washed and dried. And yep, got the bed all remade. I think I'm going to have to add a blanket. Because I just have one blanket. That's all required during the summertime. But I know it's supposed to start getting cooler at night. Although my place stays pretty warm. I don't even have to turn on the heat. Usually not until like maybe into December. I don't know. It just, because I'm kind of boxed in here and none of my walls are exposed to the elements, it does stay pretty warm in here. Or comfortable for me. So right now, let me check the temperature in here. It is 67 degrees in here, which is fine. That's comfortable for me. And at night, I have Ellie, the electric blanket, that lays next to me. She's a real cuddle bug during the winter time. She usually gets underneath the blankets and lays right next to me. Although she does that when it gets cooler. So she hasn't really started doing that yet. She lays on top of the blankets, and then she has a blanket that I have on the bed that I put over her. And she'll stay under it for a while, and then pretty soon it's like, get me out of here, I'm too hot. But she likes, when she first goes to bed with me, she likes to be all snuggly in her blanket. But as soon as she starts getting warm, then, yeah. But she still lays next to me. Yeah, so far this canvas is really nice. It is taking a lot of wax, but that's expected with budget friendly. Doesn't bother me at all, as long as the canvas is readable. I haven't had to get my dollar store readers out yet. Okay, did I get all the little G's? I think I did. Now I'll do the big G's. And yes, I'm drinking my coffee with hazelnut creamer. Nothing too exciting going on today. I've got all my chores done. And my goal for today is to finish this section. I've always been a goal setter. I may not always reach the goals, but I think that's from my growing up years. Maybe not so much goals, but when I was growing up, I had to get all my Saturday chores done before I got to do anything else. So if I wanted to hang out with my friends, I better have my chores done, and they better be done correctly. My my Saturday chores. I had to dust and vacuum. What else did I have to do? Yeah, and then my weekly chores, of course, I had to do the dishes. Empty the dishwasher once we had a dishwasher. We didn't have a dishwasher until, oh man, I think it was like when we moved, which I think was in '67. The house that we moved into had a dishwasher. Which was a little strange. I remember when microwave ovens first came out, and that was a strange concept to me. And I don't think I had a microwave until, oh my gosh, let me think. I was kind of late to the party. I remember it was probably in the 90s. I don't remember having a microwave until I bought my house, which was in 99. I know, crazy. Just like when color TVs came out, we always had a black and white, and because they were pretty expensive. And then I think it was probably, I don't know, 60 or 70 that we got a color TV, and I could not watch it. Oh my gosh, it bothered my eyes so much. And yeah, so I stayed with the black and white. It was probably, I don't know, it was a long time before I got a color TV. Probably when we got cable TV, I think we had a color TV then. So that was probably like '78. There's a few pages that I follow on Facebook that have to do with the way Salem used to be in the olden days. And it's funny because some of these people are posting pictures, you know, this is how Salem was in the 80s. And it's like, oh my gosh, that's not that long ago. Salem's had a lot of changes. We don't really have a downtown anymore. We're just kind of spread all over the place where things are. It seems our downtown area is now going into high-rise apartments types of things. So they're taking down all of our old buildings, which is sad. A lot of our history gets, I mean, I understand the buildings aren't probably safe. And they're just standing empty because we don't really have a downtown anymore. I can remember when I was probably in junior high, going downtown, meeting my friends, taking the city bus, and going downtown and meet my friends. And I will never forget this. So, when I was growing up, when you turned 11, you could go out to the strawberry and bean fields to earn money. So all my money went to school clothes and supplies and all that. So if you don't work, you get less. So when I was probably going into the 8th grade, I had all my babysitting money and all my berry and bean picking money. Went downtown, and it was the first year I got to go by myself and go get my school clothes. Well, at 13, you're still not worldly. Anyway, my friend and I went, and I found this fluorescent green pantsuit with this blouse that was browns and oranges and whatnot. And okay, when I looked at this on the rack, it was all together. And it was, you know, the pants, the jacket, and the blouse. And I looked at the price tag, and I can't remember exactly what the price was, but I had like, I don't know, $150. And so this shop, come to find out, which I didn't know, was one of those exclusive shops. And so I don't know what I was thinking, but I just couldn't live without this pantsuit. I just thought it was gorgeous. Yeah, fluorescent green. And we're talking, this is 66, 67. And my friend said that she liked it too. And so, and then I found these gold flats that I just thought was the cat's meow. And so I got up to the cash register Well, come to find out, the blouse was one price, the jacket was one price, and the pants were one price. So they were separate items that they had put together as an outfit. Well, my total for that one outfit and shoes. Now remember, this is back, I think it was like 60. Let's see. If I was going to the 8th grade, $66. And this whole outfit, it was $120 was my total. One outfit. And when she rang it up, I was just shocked. But I was too embarrassed to say, that's taking all my money, you know? So, yeah. Needless to say, that's the only outfit I got that year. Fluorescent green. And it wasn't even a teenage outfit. I mean, that's what was, I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously, I wasn't. So, yeah. That was a valuable lesson to me. And you know, I never wanted to go shopping by myself again. But in those days, we didn't have Walmart and Target and all that, you know. Mostly, well, when we went school shopping before then, it was like Penny's, Sears, sometimes Newberry's. We did not shop at Lipman's or Meyer and Frank's, which were high-end clothing stores. But this shop that I found, it was brand new and it was an exclusive shop. Oh my goodness. You know, my parents never said anything to me. I'm sure they knew, but that was a very valuable lesson to me. And I guess that's why it just stuck in my memory, because, and why I'm a thrifty shopper today. And I kind of think my downtown days were over then. And you know, I really didn't appreciate our downtown area when it was downtown. I would appreciate it today, but it's gone, so I don't even go downtown. I drive through it because I need to go through town, but A lot of the places, well, just about every place when I was growing up isn't there anymore. And I was born and raised in Salem. I've always lived here. I did live for about a year in a neighboring town, just still in the same county, just a little tiny dinky town. You know, no stoplights. I think there is one stop sign. And one old grocery store, one gas station. Oh, they did have the fine dining restaurant. And then they had, not a fast food, but, you know, more of a teen hangout restaurant. That was it. And then just as I was moving, they did build a new grocery store. The town is still really small, but it's been built up quite a bit. But, you know, yeah, it's one of those little towns that when you're driving through, if you blink, you'll miss it. They do have a really nice park there. It is beautiful. And not a lot of people know about it. And it's when we lived there, the kids, we'd go down there and it had a little creek that ran through it. And during the summer, the kids would play in the creek. It was really shallow. Yeah, I remember being out in the berry fields, and you'd have your little transistor radio going and bebopping to the music while you picked beans or berries. I did not like picking, was it raspberries? Some kind of vine stickery thing. We had to do that every once in a while. That was awful. But I picked beans and berries for the same farmer. Bess would come pick us up like at 6 o'clock in the morning, and our platoon leader, she was actually the mom of one of my classmates. They lived in this really old house. And it was one of those old, scary looking houses. And they sold that property, and they must have got a pretty good price for it, because they built a really nice house up on the hill when property was still reasonable. Yeah, where I used to live was fairly new area, and it used to be all, you know, farmers' fields and whatnot. And We lived there from when I was about 6 until 13. And I think it used to be all filbert orchards. And oh my gosh, I love filberts. And where they had not started the housing on the next street over was all filbert orchards. Yeah, go over there and pick filberts. Yummy, yummy. Yeah, that area has really built up since when I was little. I see these pictures on Facebook, and it's like, you know, old pictures and whatnot, and it's, I should put some of mine on. Contribute to the pages. I've got the school that I went to. I went 1st through 6th grade, and I do have pictures of it. I remember riding my bike or up to the school and playing on the playground during the summer. In our school, the library was open 1 day a week. And like I've said before, I have always been a reader, and so I would ride my bike up there, get me a couple books to read for the week. Oh man, I really look forward to that. And then they started the bookmobile from the library, and so the bookmobile would stop at the new shopping mall by my house. So then I would go to the bookmobile. Oh man, love getting books from the bookmobile because all the books were hardback and they had this nice cover on them, and oh man, yeah. And you could reserve books, so if they didn't have it, they would get it for you, and then the next week when they were there, there's your book that you wanted. I like that. And it didn't matter what the weather was. I would ride my bike up there so I could go to the bookmobile. I don't know if they still have the bookmobile or not. One year, I was probably, I don't know, 10, and my grandma, my dad's mom, she wanted to go out berry picking because she wanted to can some strawberries. And so I went with her. and I had on a long sleeve shirt, and I'm picking berries with her, and this daddy long legs ran up my shirt. I mean, I was screaming, and I was practically ripping my shirt off, Daddy long legs is gonna bite me, and blah blah blah. Well, by coincidence, the next day I had these spots all over me, and it was the daddy long legs that bit me all over my body. And well, come to find out, my sister, who was 7 years younger than me and had not been out to the field with Grandma, she got it. And well, come to find out, my grandma's kittens that we had been playing with all had ringworm. And we had ringworms. Oh my gosh. That was an absolute disaster. So every night we'd have to strip down, and I can't remember what they put on our ringworms, but yeah. And then another time, my dad had this little moped, and he said he was going to ride his little moped up to the grocery store. Well, we had to go up this hill, not a real steep hill, but an incline, to get to the store. Well, I was riding my bike, and he was on his moped, and I couldn't, keep up. So he thought it would be brilliant to take hold of my basket and help me up this incline. Well, you know what happened? I fell, and the handlebars went into my jaw. Oh my gosh, it hurt so bad. Now, that was on Labor Day. And then the first day of school was the next day. And my jaw hurt, it was swelling up, but I went to school, and well, as a coincidence, I don't know, it seems like the doctor made a house call, came to our house. That's how I remember it. I don't remember going to the office. But I was just in a lot of pain. I remember that. And I had mumps. What a coincidence. I've had a lot of things like that happen to me. Well, not a lot, but, where one thing happens and something else happens. And not because of the initial thing. But yeah, so I exposed my whole 4th grade class, first day of school, to mumps. remember in grade school always getting the measles. Oh my gosh. And they called them the hard measles, the 3-day measles, and the German measles. Those were the 3 classifications. I had them all. I don't think we had immunizations at the time for measles and mumps. I know we had to get that, what's that one where it leaves the scar on your arm? Gosh, that hurt. I remember that, and getting that big thing on your arm, and it would scab over, you know. Yeah. He's coming alive, isn't he? Woo, he's scary. I'm really liking this painting. I can read it. No readers for me. I may just have to sit here and diamond paint all day. So I watched Crafting with V. She went to Hobby Lobby. She also picked up that Christmas diamond painting of Chuck Pinson. So maybe we can do that painting together. I love doing paintings with other people. It doesn't matter who finishes first or how long it takes you. It's not a race. It's just fun to share that experience with another friend. And she did point out, which I didn't even think about it, and she is very right. It is a very, very busy painting. A lot going on in that thing. It's a Christmas scene. I hope it renders okay. Because it's not a huge painting. I mean, it's big, but oh my gosh, I have been chatting away here for 45 minutes. I can't believe it. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go. Sorry, I didn't know that I was on here for so long. Wow. So I'm going to get this uploaded, and maybe I'll be back later and show you an update. of what I've done. Hopefully everybody else gets on here and does updates of their canvases. So thanks for stopping by and joining me and keeping me company. Have a great day.